Hey everyone, I hope you're doing great. I'm Tom and this is the new Chromecast Google TV. Is it any good? Let's have a look. It was first announced by Google on the 30th of September this year, and it is the first Chromecast to have the Google TV Android operating system and a remote control. When cracking the box open, we're greeted with the main device and the remote control packaged separately. Underneath is the user manual, a USB-C to USB-A cable, and the power supply, which by the way has to be used when powering the Chromecast Google TV, otherwise it will not boot up if hooked to the USB port of the TV or even to another USB charger. The batteries are included. Even though it is not a big deal if they were not included, it is still nice to have them ready to go in the box. Elegant, glamorous, stunning, ravishing, bewitching is the new Chromecast most certainly not. Both the aesthetics and the feel of the device reminds one of a certain little thingy one may or may not have heard of, which should not be picked up if dropped in the showers while in prison. But the good news is, number one, the beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and number two, you will most likely never have to look at it anyway because it will be hidden behind your TV or screen for the most part. Jokes aside, the new Chromecast is indeed shaped very differently from all previous models. It has the HDMI output, a single USB-C input, a hard reset button, which can be used to reset the device back to its factory settings, and a single LED right above the button. The remote is light, but not too light. It is powered by two AAA batteries, which are, as mentioned earlier, included in the box, all matte white with no visible brand labels. The batteries look custom made for Google. From top to bottom, there are the up, down, left, right and center buttons. Then there is the back button followed by the dedicated Google Assistant, Home and Mute buttons. YouTube and Netflix have their own dedicated buttons right below, and at the very bottom there is the microphone right between the power and the source buttons. The volume buttons are located on the right side of the remote, and it is a bit odd getting used to using them because I'm not really sure if they are made for the thumb or for the index finger. Before we get to the setup process shortly, let's have a look at the 56.7 grams of hardware you get for your money. The Chromecast with Google TV retails for $50 US and 70 Canadian dollars before all applicable taxes, handling and shipping charges. It is by far the most powerful Chromecast to the date. It has a 1.9 GHz quad-core ARM CPU produced by Amlogic, Mali G31 MP2 GPU, 2 GB of RAM and 8 GB of storage. The CEC-capable HDMI supports up to 4K 60 FPS high dynamic range 10 plus Dolby Vision. For connectivity, there is the BGN AC, Wi-Fi both 2.4 and 5 GHz, Bluetooth 4.2, and even an optional Ethernet adapter, which at the time of this video's recording is available only in Google Store. The setup process kicks off with the pairing of the remote. The on-screen guide is very easy to understand and follow. After the remote has been successfully paired, you get to pick your language, and then it is time to log into your Google account. And once again, the on-screen guide makes it a breeze to log into and sync with your Google account. With the help of your phone, whether it is an Android or an iOS device, you can simply scan the QR code displayed on the screen and start the login process. Or, if you do not have your phone nearby, you also get the option to set everything up directly on your TV. Because the remote can control the volume of your TV or soundbar, the screen will prompt about the option and give you the opportunity to either set up the remote or to skip it and do it later. The whole setup process from start to the end took about 4 minutes. When everything is done, the home screen will appear with 6 main sections: search, for you, movies, shows, apps, and library. Once the setup was complete and the Chromecast was fully synced, I decided to test the Wi-Fi connectivity speed, and the impressive results gave me an idea. What if this Chromecast could stream AAA games? So I connected a Bluetooth gamepad to the Chromecast, downloaded the GeForce Now app, and put my idea to a test. The results were interesting, to say the least. The smooth gameplay made me want to go for an in-game quick deep in a nearby lake, followed by a punching frenzy where I put my in-game punching skills to a test against a rotten old stump, then a rock, and of course, no self-respecting gamer will ever pass on a chance of punching a triceratops and immediately being killed by it. So how is this HDMI dongle any different than all the other ones on the market, you might ask? Well, they're all divided by platforms and price range. The Nvidia Shield TV and TV Pro are powerhouses that cost 3 to 4 times more than the Chromecast Google TV, and for those reasons, even though they too are running on Android, they must not be compared. The only direct competitor to the Chromecast Google TV in the same price range, not counting all the cheap Chinese Android boxes sold on eBay with terrible hardware as well as software, would have to be the Amazon Fire Stick 4K, which too runs on Android and with a little bit of fiddling around can be modified to run any Android application. So, if you happen to have an older and dumb television set, or even a smart set, but you are looking to step into Android TV's domain, the Chromecast with Google TV may be your way in. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, bye.